On the 6th of February 2001, I had been in prison for only about 7 months. And I've managed to duck out the side, out the back, and started clawing my way up the fence. And I managed to pull myself up on top of that fence, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm up. But he is an officer walking, doing a perimeter search, and he spotted me up on the fence. He's gone like, holy shit, he got on the radio straight away to the squad. Okay, now there's no more creeping along this fence, now I've got to run. So I started running, and then I leapt off the top of the fence, almost like I rolled as I've landed, and I broke my arm from my shoulder to my wrist. I've got one arm, it's like I'm swimming in circles as I try and swim across Parramatta River. Whole air's above me, water police are about 20 metres away from me, they're shining their spotlight on me, but they can't see me because I'm like camouflaged like G.I. Joe. And I took this little thing called Duck Creek where they mustn't have known about Duck Creek, I didn't know about it, and it brought me up on Parramatta Speedway. And mate, next thing you know, as I'm walking trying to steal a car, I get a taxi pull up beside me, and he said, do you need a lift? I said, yes I do, and I hopped into the cab, and sure enough I went to Smithfield where my partner was apparently waiting with the money. Her house, my mum's house, my dad's house all got raided. Well, I'm on my way to Cabramatta in that same taxi, bought heroin, and then ended up at the Grandstand Motel, and I just remember being in so much pain, but up until that point the adrenaline had not stopped, and I just remember my arm being fat, swollen and black, and I just had my hit of heroin, and I was just like, wow.
A prison escapee and former drug addict has shared his story of how he turned his life around. Danny Shannon is now a life coach, and he's on a mission to help other people who are trapped in a life of crime.
There's this moment pretty recently. I've got a 9-year-old, or she's turning 9 this week. I was sitting in the doctor's surgery with her, with the doctor, and the doctor's asking her all these questions, and it was about her food, her diet and stuff, and every time she'd answer a question she'd look over to me sort of like with this little bit of acknowledgement, you know. And as she was saying it, like this most overwhelming, incredible, euphoric feeling of gratitude and just dead set amazement that this little girl is kind of looking over to me for acknowledgement, and just to say, isn't that right, Dad? You know, little moments like that, I just fill my heart with the most extraordinary gratitude. I can't quite explain how special that's funny. Like I've got a 23-year-old son who I spent the majority of his first half of his life in custody. You know? He would visit me in jails, he'd visit me in institutions. I really was not there for him, you know. My daughter has only ever known Dad in recovery too, and I'm so sorry for this, Joshua.